You've started more times than you can count. New routines, new goals, new versions of yourself. And every time, it feels real. For a while, until it doesn't. And then you stop. And then you start again. And eventually, you begin to question yourself. Why can't I stay consistent? But the problem isn't consistency. It's identity. A woman once committed to changing her life. She woke up early, followed a routine, stayed disciplined. For 2 weeks, everything aligned. Then one morning, she didn't feel like it. And that one moment became a decision. Because in that moment, she had two options: act like the person she was becoming, or revert to the person she had always been. She chose what felt natural. And what felt natural was who she already believed she was. And that's the truth most people miss. Consistency doesn't come from effort. It comes from identity. If something feels like a constant decision, it hasn't become part of you yet. And if it hasn't become part of you, you'll eventually abandon it. Not because you're weak, but because you're divided. So the goal is not to try harder. It's to decide deeper. To become so aligned with a version of yourself that your actions stop feeling optional. Because once something becomes who you are, you don't need motivation. You don't need reminders. You don't even need discipline in the way you think. You simply act, because not acting would feel out of place. That's when change becomes permanent. So don't ask, how do I stay consistent? Ask, who do I need to become so that consistency is no longer a question? Once you begin to see that clearly, you'll realize there's something that sustains that identity, especially when emotion fades. Something that keeps you moving even when you don't feel like it. And understanding that changes everything.